Standard 9 Science and Technology Lesson 2 Work and Energy Subtopics Work, Energy, Mechanical Energy, Law of Conservation of Energy. Generally, any mental or physical activity is referred to as work done. But in physics, work has special meaning. According to that, work is said to be done when a force applied on an object causes displacement of the object. So accordingly, the formula is work is equals to force into displacement. We have already learned how to calculate the work done. But what if the displacement is not in the direction of the applied force? Then how to calculate the amount of work done? Let's see in the following example. Here we can see the direction of force makes an angle with the direction of displacement. The cart is displaced in different direction, that is horizontal to the surface, whereas the force applied by the child is force F working along the string, and it makes an angle theta between the displacement and force applied. So in this case, we'll have to convert the applied force that is acting on the string into force acting along the direction of displacement. The formula for work done would be bit different when there is angle between applied force and displacement. So in the figure we can see the toy cart slides along the horizontal surface. So let's see the displacement be S. Force applied on string is F. So in such case, we'll have to take a component for this applied force, and the component let be F1. So in such case, the amount of work done is W is equals to F1S. The force F is applied in the direction of string, that is at an angle with the horizontal. So let imagine this angle be theta. So we can determine the component F1 by means of trigonometry. In trigonometry, the value of cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. So value of cos theta will be F1, because F1 is what? Our component for force applied F. Okay. So F1 is the base upon hypotenuse is F. So mathematically value of F1 will be F into cos theta. Thus work done by F1 is W is equals to F cos theta S. Reason being because F1 value is F cos theta. So in this way we'll get the formula W is equals to F into S cos theta, where F is force applied, S is displacement, and cos theta is the angle between the displacement as well as force applied. So here we can see three conditions of the angle. If there is an angle or the value of cos theta is 0, if the angle is of 0 degree, then value of cos theta will be 1. If the angle between displacement and force is 90 degree, then the value of cos theta will be 0. And if the angle between force applied and displacement is 180 degree angle, then cos theta value will be minus 1. Positive, negative and zero work. Remember, when the force and the displacement are in same direction, the work done by the force is positive. When the force and the displacement are in opposite direction, that is the angle between them is 180 degree, the work done by the force is negative. When the applied force does not cause any displacement, or when the force and the displacement are perpendicular to each other, or between the force and the displacement the angle is of 90 degree, the work done by the force is 0. Reason being, in the previous slide, we have already seen the values of the angle between force applied and displacement. So accordingly, on putting these values, we will be getting the results. So here you can see the first example is of positive work done. The second example, in case of swimming, when the water is pushed back, that means force applied is in opposite direction, the body moves further. So that is the example of negative work done. And in third example, the man carries the load, so applied force is toward upside or toward head side, whereas his displacement is further, so that makes 90-degree angle. And in the fourth example, when the man tries to push the wall, there is no work done, so zero work done because no displacement takes place. So these are the examples for positive, negative and zero work done. The unit for work is joules in SI system, and in CGS system it is erg. So what is 1 joule? If a force of 1 Newton displaces an object through 1 meter in the direction of the force, the amount of work done on the object is 1 joule. What is 1 erg? If a force of 1 dyne displaces an object through 1 centimeter in the direction of force, the amount of work done is 1 erg. Now, what is 1 dyne? Actually, 1 dyne is the unit of force in CGS system. Energy. The capacity of a body to perform work is called its energy. The unit in SI system is joule, while in CGS system it is erg. Means we have seen that even in force, same units are used. Reason being, what is energy? Energy is capacity to do the work is energy. So unit will be same. We have already studied that energy exists in various forms like mechanical energy, heat energy, light energy, sound, electromagnetic, chemical, nuclear and solar energy, etc. In this chapter, we will be studying the two forms of mechanical energy, that is kinetic energy and potential energy. What is kinetic energy? The energy which an object has because of its motion is called kinetic energy. Means kinetic energy means the work done by that object, and its formula is Ke is equals to half mv square, that we will be deriving in the next topic. Potential energy. The energy stored in an object because of its position or specific state is called potential energy. Or we can say potential energy means the energy poured in an object against gravity, that is also known as potential energy. Potential energy formula is Pe is equals to mgh. Example for kinetic energy. In bowling LA, when the bowler rolls a ball, the ball gains kinetic energy which knock down all the 10 pins. Water stored in a dam has potential energy. Expression for kinetic energy. Here in the picture you can see, suppose a stationary object of mass m moves because of an applied force. Here I have taken the object as an x, okay. So let u be its initial velocity, its value is 0. The applied force be F. This applied force generates an acceleration A in the object, and after time t, the velocity of the object becomes equals to V. The displacement during this time is S. So the work done on the object is W is equals to F into S. Here the kinetic energy present in that object helps to complete the work. And what is the work done over here? Because of application of force, the x moves, kinetic energy because of the motion of an x, okay, splits the wood log into two parts, and this is what the work done. So let's derive the expression for this work done. The expression for the kinetic energy because of this work done. So here you can see we'll have to apply the formula W is equals to F into S. So you can see W, in the next step I have taken W is equals to ma into S, because we have already studied according to Newton's second law of motion, force is equals to m into A. So on replacing the value of F here, we get the value W is equals to ma into S. Now in place of S, that is displacement, we can replace the value with the help of Newton's third equation of motion. We have studied third equation of motion is v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So with that expression we have calculated the value of s, that is v square upon 2a. So on replacing this value, the value of s, into the work done, we get w is equals to ma into v square upon 2a. So in the next step we can see a and a gets cancelled. So finally we get w is equals to m v square upon 2. Now we can write w is equals to half into mv square, because here the kinetic energy gained by an object is actually the amount of work done on the object, and that is why in place of work done we can write this is equals to kinetic energy. So here we get the expression kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. We can use Newton's second equation of motion also to get value of s as shown in the textbook, but this is the easy way. Expression for potential energy. We already know potential energy is the energy stored in an object because of its specific state or position. So suppose an object of mass m is carried to a certain height h above the earth's surface. So to do this work, force is applied, and that force is mg. Because definitely to carry the object to a certain height against gravity, work is to be done. So work done is equals to force into displacement. Now in place of force we can write mass into acceleration. So on replacing the value we will be writing work done is equals to mg into h. So you will say why mg? Because we know force is mass into acceleration, and here we are going against gravity, so acceleration due to gravity g will be the acceleration over here. So we get the value w is equals to mg into h, or we can write w is equals to mgh. Now in place of w we can write potential energy also. So you will say why potential energy in place of w? So remember, what is potential energy? Work done against gravity is the energy poured in an object, and that means work done. So in place of work done we can write potential energy. So potential energy is equals to mgh. Let's see an example. A 500 kg water is stored in the overhead tank of a 10-meter high building. Calculate the amount of potential energy stored in the water. So what is given over here? Height is equals to 10 meter, that is height of the building, but over that building the tank is located. So h is equals to 10 meter, and mass of water 500 kg. Acceleration due to gravity g is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. So putting the values in the formula PE is equals to mgh, we get the value potential energy is equals to 49,000 joules, or we can say the amount of potential energy stored in water is equals to 49,000 joules. Transformation of energy. Energy can be transformed from one type to another. For example, exploding the firecrackers, converting the chemical energy stored in them into light, sound and heat energy. In the following chart, you can see the transformation of energy from one form to another. Law of conservation of energy. That says energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be converted from one form to another. Thus, the total amount of energy in the universe remains constant. Free fall. An object falling solely under the influence of gravitational force is said to be in free fall or to be falling freely. During fall, the total energy of an object, that is its potential energy and kinetic energy, remains constant. Power. Power is the rate at which work is done, or we can say it is how fast or slow the work is done. If W amount of work is done in time T, then formula for power will be power is equals to work upon time, and as we know, work is calculated in joules and time is calculated in second. So the unit will be joule per second, and in SI system the unit for power is 1 watt, that is equals to joule per second. This unit is named after the scientist James Watt. In the industrial sector, the unit used to measure power is called horsepower. The value for 1 horsepower is equals to 746 watt. And in the commercial use, the unit is kilowatt hour. So 1 kilowatt hour is equals to 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joules. Electricity used for domestic purpose is measured in units of kilowatt hour, or in short we can say 1 kilowatt hour is equals to 1 unit. Let's understand an example related to power. A 25 watt electric bulb is used for 10 hours every day. How much electricity does it consume each day? So what is given? Power, that is 25 watt is given, and when we convert it into kilowatt we get 0.025 kilowatt. Therefore, energy consumed is power into time. So here energy consumed means work done, and therefore value will be energy consumed or work done is 0.025 into 10, and we get the work done or energy consumed each day is equals to 0.25 kilowatt hour. And that's all for the day. Thank you.